Ramadan is not just about fasting, it's about purifying the soul, reflecting on our deeds and growing closer to Allah. Ramadan is a time that goes beyond the mere act of abstaining from food and drink. It's a sacred month that holds profound significance for Muslims, as it serves as a powerful tool for spiritual renewal and self-reflection. While fasting during the daylight hours is an essential component, the true essence of Ramadan lies in its transformative ability to purify the soul, refine character, and draw one nearer to the Creator. It offers Muslims a unique opportunity to step away from the distractions of daily life, to disconnect from materialistic desires, and to focus on the deeper, more meaningful aspects of existence. At its core, Ramadan is a time for inner reflection and growth. It is a month when the heart is invited to turn inward and examine one's actions, intentions, and relationships. The physical fast, abstaining from food, drink, and other worldly comforts, is not simply about enduring hunger and thirst, it is about learning self-discipline, exercising patience, and fostering gratitude. By withholding from our usual physical needs, we create space for spiritual nourishment, encouraging us to seek closeness to Allah through prayer, supplication, and increased worship. The act of fasting serves as a means of purifying the soul, shedding away the layers of negligence, and awakening our consciousness to the realities of life. In our busy modern world, it is easy to become consumed by the constant pursuit of wealth, status, and pleasure. However, Ramadan offers a sacred pause, inviting us to reassess what truly matters. It encourages us to evaluate our actions, recognizing the areas where we have fallen short, and seeking forgiveness from Allah for any wrongdoings. The fasting itself is a reminder of our vulnerability, a humbling experience that connects us with those who are less fortunate, and brings us face to face with our own dependence on Allah's mercy and grace. Moreover, Ramadan provides an opportunity for deep spiritual reflection. The long hours of fasting allow the mind to detach from physical desires, making it easier to focus on acts of worship and the remembrance of Allah. Muslims are encouraged to engage in regular prayers, recite the Quran, and seek Allah's guidance and mercy. During this month, the Quran was revealed, and so it holds even greater significance. By immersing oneself in its verses, one can find guidance, solace, and wisdom that nourishes the soul and strengthens the connection with Allah. But beyond spiritual growth, Ramadan also teaches valuable lessons in compassion, empathy, and gratitude. Through the experience of hunger and thirst, Muslims are reminded of the plight of the less fortunate, fostering a sense of solidarity and a desire to help others. The act of giving charity during Ramadan, known as zakat or sadaqah, becomes a way to share the blessings of Allah and contribute to the well-being of the community. In this way, Ramadan not only purifies the soul but also inspires a greater sense of social responsibility and kindness toward others. The heightened awareness during Ramadan also encourages a deeper level of self-discipline. It is a month when Muslims strive to refrain from not only food and drink, but also negative behaviors such as gossip, lying, anger, and envy. By controlling these harmful habits, one's character is refined, leading to a more mindful and intentional approach to life. This discipline carries over beyond the month of Ramadan, creating lasting changes in one's behavior and interactions with others. Through fasting, reflection, and acts of charity, Muslims are encouraged to align their lives with the values and teachings of Islam. Ramadan is seen as a time to strengthen one's faith, cleanse the heart of impurities, and strive for greater spiritual closeness to Allah. It is an opportunity to renew one's commitment to living a life of integrity, humility, and gratitude, keeping in mind that the true purpose of existence is to worship Allah and live in accordance with His guidance. Ultimately, Ramadan is a time for Muslims to recalibrate their priorities, to reconnect with their Creator, and to refine their character. It is a month of spiritual growth and purification, offering a chance to cleanse the soul, develop patience, and become more mindful of one's actions. The fast serves as a vehicle for self-improvement, while the acts of worship and charity bring one closer to Allah and foster a sense of unity within the Muslim community. As Ramadan comes to a close, Muslims reflect on the lessons learned and the progress made with the hope that the changes initiated during this blessed month will continue to inspire positive growth and a deeper relationship with Allah throughout the year. This expanded reflection delves into the significance of Ramadan beyond fasting and emphasizes how it serves as an opportunity for spiritual purification, self-reflection, and personal growth. Fasting isn't just abstaining from food and drink, but also from harmful thoughts, actions, and words. Fasting during the month of Ramadan is often seen as a physical act of refraining from eating and drinking from dawn to sunset. However, the true essence of fasting is far more profound and extends beyond the mere physical deprivation of food and drink. At its heart, fasting is a means of purification, not only of the body, but also of the mind, heart, and soul. In this sacred month, Muslims are called to discipline themselves in every aspect of life, which includes abstaining not only from the basics of sustenance, but also from harmful thoughts, negative behaviors, and words that may harm others or damage one's relationship with Allah. The process of fasting is intended to be a holistic experience, transforming the individual spiritually and emotionally. While the physical hunger we feel during fasting helps to cultivate patience and empathy for those less fortunate, it is equally important to recognize the need for fasting from harmful mental and emotional states. Negative thoughts such as anger, resentment, jealousy, and pride are distractions that cloud the heart and prevent one from truly connecting with Allah. By consciously abstaining from these destructive emotions and attitudes, fasting provides an opportunity for inner purification and a chance to rid oneself of negativity. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized that true fasting is not simply the act of refraining from food and drink, but also from harmful actions and words. In a well-known hadith, he said, "Whoever does not give up false speech and evil actions during fasting, Allah does not need his leaving his food and drink." Sahih Bukhari. This hadith underscores that fasting is not just about physical hunger, but also about cultivating sincerity, truthfulness, and integrity. It is about reflecting on the purity of one's intentions and ensuring that every thought, word, and deed is aligned with the teachings of Islam. The fast is intended to serve as a reminder of the importance of self-control, not just over one's physical desires, but over the internal impulses and inclinations that may lead to harmful or sinful behavior. Fasting from negative words is another critical aspect of Ramadan. Words have immense power. They can either uplift others and strengthen relationships or cause division and harm. During Ramadan, Muslims are encouraged to avoid backbiting, gossiping, lying, and speaking ill of others. These harmful actions are not only detrimental to relationships but also spiritually damaging, as they distance one from Allah's mercy and blessings. Fasting from negative speech during Ramadan offers an opportunity to cleanse one's interactions with others, replacing harmful words with kindness, honesty, and encouragement. Furthermore, fasting requires an individual to be conscious of their intentions and actions throughout the day. It is not enough to simply refrain from food and drink. One must also avoid actions that lead to sin or distract from the goal of spiritual growth. Whether it is avoiding immodesty, anger, or temptation, fasting provides a sacred space in which to train the self to be more mindful, more self-disciplined, and more intentional in every moment. It is an opportunity to refrain from actions that divert us from our connection with Allah and replace them with deeds that bring us closer to Him. Ramadan offers a unique chance for Muslims to recalibrate their relationship with both themselves and the world around them. It provides an opportunity to pause and reflect, to evaluate how we interact with others and whether our actions align with the ethical teachings of Islam. It reminds us that our relationship with Allah is not only about ritual worship, but also about how we conduct ourselves in every aspect of life, through our thoughts, words, and deeds. By fasting from harmful behaviors, we are actively choosing to purify our hearts, maintain a sense of gratitude, and strengthen our relationship with the Creator. The essence of Ramadan lies in its ability to create balance and harmony. As we abstain from food, drink, and harmful behaviors, we develop a sense of inner peace and spiritual awareness. We are able to tune out the noise and distractions of the world and focus on what truly matters: our connection with Allah, our self-improvement, and our commitment to living a life that reflects the principles of justice, compassion, and humility. Fasting is a way to engage in spiritual detox, cleansing not just the body but the soul so that we can emerge from Ramadan with a renewed sense of purpose, mindfulness, and closeness to Allah. This process of self-reflection and purification is not just for the month of Ramadan but is intended to serve as a template for life. The lessons learned during this blessed month should be carried forward long after the fast has ended. By fasting from harmful thoughts, actions, and words, one can create a lifelong habit of kindness, sincerity, and self-control. The ultimate goal is to transform oneself into a person who is conscious of their actions and constantly striving to align their thoughts and deeds with the will of Allah. Ramadan also invites us to think about the broader social implications of our words and actions. In our interactions with others, we are reminded of the importance of empathy, forgiveness, and understanding. When we fast from harmful speech or actions, we contribute to building a society that is based on mutual respect, kindness, and peace. The practice of refraining from sin during Ramadan extends beyond personal purification and can have a profound impact on the community. When individuals work together to purify their hearts and minds, they create a supportive and compassionate environment where others can thrive spiritually, emotionally, and socially. In the end, fasting during Ramadan is an opportunity for Muslims to transform themselves on a deep spiritual level. It is a time to disconnect from the distractions of the world and focus on what truly matters: our relationship with Allah, our commitment to ethical living, and our desire to serve others. By fasting from food, drink, harmful thoughts, actions, and words, Muslims are given a sacred chance to renew their intentions, purify their hearts, and grow closer to their Creator. Through this comprehensive fasting experience, we learn to live with greater purpose, mindfulness, and gratitude, striving always to be better versions of ourselves in the service of Allah and humanity. This expanded reflection on fasting touches upon the significance of self-discipline, mental purification,